I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Good evening and welcome to Scioto, Illinois, as we get set for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones against the Ridgewood Spartans. Alongside John Burton, I'm John Reynolds. We'll be bringing you the play-by-play and color of tonight's varsity matchup here, and this is the homecoming edition of football tonight, finishing off homecoming week with the first Friday night light of the year. So should be a pretty interesting one. Both these teams pretty solid young teams, as we'll get ready to start the kickoff here, as Jensen Laughlin will go ahead and kick it off for West Prairie. So Ridgewood will receive to start. Got a big crowd out here tonight. Should be a very fun night of football. And the kick is up and good. And it's back to receive number 83. I'll let it roll into the end zone. Will be a touchback. So they will start up at the 25-yard line. So Ridgewood is quarterbacked by Ryle Couture. He's a quarterback. He is a 5'11" junior this year, so he will lead the Ridgewood Spartan offense. Should be a pretty interesting game tonight. Was talking to Jensen Laughlin before the game, the kicker of tonight's game, and was very, very optimistic about tonight's game, especially on homecoming night.
Yeah, and what's there not to be optimistic about? This West Prairie team has been playing great here throughout the season. They've hit a little bit of a rough patch here recently, but, I mean, homecoming is always a great game to play in. Nice stop there from West Prairie on the run.
Owen Rigg there.
Like I said, it's always fun to play on homecoming, a lot of energy, a lot of emotions, and, you know, it usually makes for a great game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely the great way to finish off the week. Talking to Coach McCormick earlier on in the day, saying, you know, this is the first Friday Night Lights game of the year. You know, it's what you live for if you're a high school player, I know for sure, and it's one of the more fun times, especially homecoming week. So good stop by the Cyclones there on defense there. I think that was Owen Rigg on the tackle, so it'll be at the 25-yard line. And number 11 is going to get a nice gain there. That is Francis up the middle. Never mind. Gavin McDonough with the carry. Sizable gain there. And it'll bring up second down.
McDonough, the senior, looking to get going early here for this Ridgewood offense. We saw the nice run there. We'll see if they continue pounding the ball here tonight.
Yep, it was going to be which offense could settle in. The defenses were looking to play good, but it was which offense would be able to settle in. And there's a good stop by the Cyclone defense, able to keep that gain minimum.
And that'll bring it 4th and 2 for the Cyclones here. Looking to get a big stop here, get the ball back early in this game.
And you get the ball back right here, you're looking at really good starting field position if you're the Cyclones. You know, Barkley would love that. Only at the 28-yard line. So we'll see if Ridgewood's got anything in store here. 4th and 2. Just about 10 minutes to go in this first quarter. Fourth down and 2. Big play for Ridgewood, big play for the Cyclones. There's whistles blow, we got a flag.
Looks like it might have been a false start. Can't tell. Delay of game.
Delay of game, that's going to push the offense back 5 yards.
That's a big penalty for the Cyclones here early on in this game, pushing the offense back like that.
Yeah, especially on a 4th down, you're 4th and 2 with, you know, a really manageable 4th and 2, and now you get pushed back. Now you're 4th and 7. So see if Ridgewood changes up their minds on what they're going to do here.
Ridgewood electing to punt now.
24, their punter, is back to punt. Gets it and drops it, and then he's going to run with it.
He's going to be short, way short.
Yep, so that will give the Cyclones the ball with some pretty good field position. So we'll see if the Cyclones go ahead and hop on the board here early first. Good stop by the Cyclone defense. Looks sharp out there tonight.
Yeah, and what a great start here for the Cyclones. I mean, getting the ball back this early and with this great field position, you would hope that they can come out, capitalize on that early, and continue to roll throughout this game. I mean, getting a touchdown here would be huge, huge for this Cyclone or for this West Prairie Southeastern team.
Yes, yes. If you can prove your defense to be a big stop right there on a 4th down, and then boom, right there, then you come out of the gates and score a touchdown, that would be awesome if you're a West Prairie fan. Kitch is the center.
Waiting on the change. You still got time if you want to order.
And
Waiting on the chain gang to get stuff figured out.
Yep.
There we go.
Alrighty. 1st down and 10. It's gonna be we got whistles blowing in the backfield. And not quite sure what we're looking at here. As the referees join together, talk about it midfield. Cyclones in the huddle here. Be 1st down and 10. Barkley under center. Pistol formation. Going to hand off to 23 up the middle, and that's going to be a pretty good gain there on 1st down. So really nice gain there. That 23, Owen Rigg on the run up the middle. So nice gain on 1st down. Gives them another 1st down, and that's going to push to 1st and goal.
1st and goal here for the Cyclones. Ridgewood looking for a goal line stand.
Yeah.
We'll see if they got it in. This Cyclones offense has looked pretty good here early. A couple nice runs.
It's going to be a handoff to Rigg. He's going to push up a little bit. Not enough, but picks up 3 of the 2nd down and goal. So Cyclones have stuck with the rush here early, which has worked fairly well.
Yeah, and if they can do that a couple more times, they're going to be looking at 6 points on the scoreboard. I mean, only a few yards to go here.
Yep. I believe they're on the 2. No. Yes. They're on the 2, I believe. Here you go, pistol formation. Barkley under center, gets the snap, hands off to Rigg. Rigg up, and he'll be taken down. That might be a loss on the play there. Rigg taken down off to the left there.
Nice tackle there. I believe it was Roy Sandberg and Taylor Snook on the tackle for Ridgewood. Big stand there. They'll bring up Cyclones 3rd down. Still looking to punch this one in here.
Yeah, 3rd down. You know, you gotta make your money here. This is where you capitalize right now. If you're West Prairie, you gotta get some points across, capitalize on that early good field position they were able to get. So let's see what the Cyclones are made of here. It'll be 3rd and goal. Pistol formation again. Barkley. He's going to run with it. And the touchdown to Denver Mitchell. Passing. Go
I was going
ahead,
to say,
John.
nice jump throw on the rollout from Barkley. Nice athletic play there from him. It results in the Cyclone touchdown.
Yep, I mean, Barkley, you know, the rush maybe not working there on the 1st and 2nd down. Get a little close, but then you got to decide to go to something else. You know, the rollout there from Barkley, and boom, finds an open Denver Mitchell down there in the end zone. So early 6-0 lead for West Prairie. And the coach is Ridgewood. Ridgewood coach not very happy, so he's over at the end zone.
No, he's all the way out in the middle of the field.
In the end zone, yeah, yelling at his team. Well, while they do that, we will go ahead and talk about a couple of our sponsors here. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide athletic trainers who give expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. TSSR is also brought to you by Barkley Bills Co., a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more. barkleybillsco.com. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season. Laughlin's kick is up and good. So the extra point is good, and the Cyclones up to an early 7-0 lead here. So Cyclones look real sharp here to start this game with 7 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Able to get a really good stop on defense early and then turn around with that great field position and boom, put 6 points on the board, and Laughlin nailing the extra point. So the Cyclones look real sharp here, up 7 already. John, your thoughts on the early Cyclone success?
Well, I mean, you obviously can't ask for a better start if you're a Cyclones fan here tonight. As you mentioned, got the huge defensive stop, the 4-and-out from Ridgewood. And then you had a little bit of trouble punching in with the run game, play action to cap it off, the jump throw from Barkley to Mitchell in the end zone. And it caps off a nice start to this game. West Prairie's going to look to build on that as the game goes on. And, I mean, like you said, it's homecoming. We'll see how Ridgewood bounces back from this early deficit.
I know coming into another school playing on a Friday night, West Prairie's got a lot of energy. That first Friday night game of the year, a lot of energy. It's always going to be tough for that opposing team, no matter how good you are, to be able to come in and get a victory. But the Cyclones have held their ground and have looked sharp here early. Yeah, looking to repeat just exactly what they did on that first possession. I mean, looking to get home with the big defensive stop, as we mentioned, and we'll see if they can do just that. Laughlin back with the kick. 11 will return. That is number 11, Francis. And he will be stopped nearly at about the 21-yard line. So solid return from Francis. Able to get that one. And we got is a man down out there for the Cyclones. We have a little bit of an injury on the field. So while we do that, TSSR brought to you by M&B Furniture. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store, is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For high-quality home furnishings, stop and see the fine folks at M&B Furniture at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. You can also call at 309-772-21.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back to West Prairie Southeastern football here at West Prairie High School as the Ridgewood Spartans get back to work on the ground with number 5. That is a big run from McDonough up near the 50-yard line. So very big run from Gavin McDonough, the senior.
Not what you want to see if you're a West Prairie fan, of course. They did a nice job stopping the run in that first Ridgewood possession. But right there, McDonough able to break off a good one, broke a couple tackles in front of the line, and was able to run for what looks like maybe, 10, 20, 30, 40, about a 40-yard run, 45-yard run.
Not much more you can ask for there on a first down, so that'll bring them up to the 49-yard line of their own. And it'll be a handoff this time to 25. That is Sandberg off to the right. He will pick up a sizable gain, nearly a first down. Don't know if they'll give it to him or not. And they'll spot him a yard short, looks like, maybe. Nope, they're going to give them the first downs. So it will be back-to-back first downs for Ridgewood. So the run has seemed to work pretty well for them early. As, the Cyclones put up a good stop, but now the Ridgewood Spartans here with a little bit of a comeback and answer to that. They're going to hand it off this time to the left. Gets good block up the line. He's going to get to nearly the 20-yard line until taken out of bounds by Cam Kramer. That is Preston. I'm going to butcher that last name. Moriarty. Moriarty. I don't know how to say that last name.
Moriarty? That's what I would say.
Moriarty. Peyton Moriarty with a very good run there. And that's yet again another first down. So back-to-back-to-back first downs for the Ridgewood Spartans. So Cyclones need to maybe step up their defense here a little bit on their second drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Cyclones have to come up with a big defensive stop here. Ridgewood came out and ran the ball 3 times to them. They're going to go with the quarterback sneak here up the middle. A fumble on the play. That one's going to be recovered by the Cyclones. It looks like that's number 5 on the recovery. Jensen Laughlin all over that. And nice break there for the Cyclones. It looked like Ridgewood was threatening to punch that in, but a fumble will get the ball back in the hands of the Cyclones.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you're looking for. If you're Ridgewood, you just pull off 3 really good-looking runs early on that drive, and boom, there's the fumble right. You're getting close, you're knocking on the door, and boom, there you go. There's the fumble, knock it out. So Laughlin with the fumble recovery, and now the Cyclones will be back on offense here after their last drive on offense for scoring in a touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like the Cyclones are going to start at about maybe the 3 out there. Not very far.
There's a flag down. That was Hilton on the carry, maybe. No, that was Laughlin on the carry. Laughlin on the carry. We do have a flag down. Yep, so that will be a holding call. So that'll bring that one back. Unfortunate for West Prairie there, trying to get out of right around that end zone. When you're real close to that end zone, you loom at the look of a safety maybe. So really trying to just get out of that end zone area. So
yeah, and the Cyclones had great starting field position on their first possession. I mean, you can't say the same here.
Yeah,
they are all the way back on that goal line.
About the complete opposite. So
and as you mentioned, that's a tough spot to be in with your backs against the wall. Always a third of that safety looming.
Yep, so that'll just bring up a first down. So we'll replay first down. Gets to center. Barkley under center. He's going to do a shovel pass to Laughlin. Going to get a block from Owen Rigg. He's going to get up to about the 8 or 9 yard line. So a good run from Jensen Laughlin, able to, just get some breathing room underneath the Cyclone offense here, just trying to get out of that kind of dark area right there of, being too close to the end zone.
Yeah, and that's all the Cyclones are trying to do there, just like as I mentioned, get their backs off them against that wall, get the pressure off them a little bit, get a little more room to work with. And they have that now. We'll see how they look to move forward in this drive.
Yeah. Maybe you reassess, maybe open up the playbook a little bit more here. High snap, handoff to Laughlin, who's going to be taken down. That is number 21 of the Ridgewood Spartans, Taylor Snook, on the tackle there. So there'll be no gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Ridgewood looking to boot the Cyclones out of this drive. Would be a huge stop for them. Again, it would give them great field position to start off the next drive. Looking to do just that.
Yep, and with West Prairie, you've got a leg in Jensen Laughlin, able to be able to punt that ball pretty good out. So Laughlin, one of the better punters and kickers just around here in general. So that's definitely a helpful resource for the Cyclones. Whistles blow here, and it will be a delay game. So there's another kind of a mishap by West Prairie. So that'll push them back on the delay game, bring up 3rd down and 12. So now your 3rd and 7 now becomes a little bit tougher with a 3rd and 12, so you get pushed back just a little bit. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Cyclones go to here, whether it's the run, pass, something like that. We'll see what they do. They elect to pass. It'll be Barkley. Throws it over the top, 21 on the reception. The flag on the play. He'll be out of bounds after getting the first down.
There is a flag down in the backfield. So we'll see what this is going to be.
And that was Hilton on the reception. We'll see if they bring that back or not.
Nice just dump off there from Barkley to Hilton. Hilton able to. Is that a
penalty on the Cyclones?
Yep.
Bring that pass play back.
Not what you're wanting there if you're West Prairie. You know, a couple of penalties here on tough third downs has just made that third down even tougher to get. So
yeah, penalty on back-to-back chances there. And again, that would have been a first down if it would have standed, but unfortunately that penalty is going to bring it back.
So yeah, now you're looking at yet again another 3rd and long. So we will have to see what West Prairie's got here. The last dump off play to Hilton was good. You know, maybe they can stick to something like that. Kitch is going to hike it to Barkley. Barkley looking left. He's going downfield. He's got the wrong receiver. That's number 3 of the Ridgewood Spartans. And that is Ryle Couture on the pick. So at about the 40-yard line. So Barkley trying to look downfield. You know, he's looking for Jensen Laughlin, but just did not end up finding him. Found Ryle Couture, the defensive back of the Ridgewood Spartans, and that will be a interception and turn the ball over to Ridgewood now.
Yeah, and here we go. Ridgewood starting on the 40-yard line. Again, they had a few nice run plays in their last chance, but of course that was capped off with the fumble to give the ball back to the Cyclones. Probably looking to do the same thing here, if I would imagine. They've had nice success running the ball.
Yep, that's a good defense from the Cyclones, able to kind of limit the run there, maybe get them right back to the line, if not 1 or 2 on the play. I think maybe one or 2 there. So yeah, it'll bring up 2nd down and 8, I think. Good defense from West Prairie there, you know, able to close that hole and able to limit the run there. So nice job. They're going to go to the left here. Another sweep, and he's got a wide open.
That's going to be a touchdown.
And that is going to be Preston Moriarty on the touchdown run. Just able to get those blockers off to the left, and he's able to just take off. And Moriarty with a touchdown, and that is going to bring this to a 7-6 ball game. And now we will see what Ridgewood is thinking here, if they go for the extra point or if they're going to go for 2. I know Ridgewood probably does not have a Jensen Laughlin on their team, but you know, it might hinder their decision on what they might try and do. Looks like they're going to go for 2. So this would be a big stop for the Cyclones. You're able to stop them here on the 2-point. Got McDonough in the backfield, and they're going to rush up to the right, and they're not going to give it to him. So the 2-point is no good. The Cyclones still lead after giving up the fairly large touchdown run to Moriarty. So it is a 7-6 ball game. The Spartans are on the board. This stream is brought to you by Country Financial agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local Country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. It's also brought to you by Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Again, if you are listening to us in the live chat and YouTube, feel free to leave us a comment. Let us know where you're listening from. Let us know who you're rooting for. If you're rooting for the Spartans, you're rooting for the Cyclones. We'd love to hear from all of you. And if we're getting any name pronunciations wrong on either side, please feel free to correct us. You know, that's the toughest part of the job, in my opinion. But there's a couple on here that's kind of like, yeah, it could go either way. So please let us know. Let us know if you're enjoying the stream, too.
Got a couple shout-outs. My dad and my family all listening in out from Kentucky, Sunset Beach out of North Carolina, and down in Atlanta. So got a little bit of everywhere. There's a squibber, and it's going to be recovered by the Cyclones. And that was 23, Owen Rigg. Owen Rigg able to get the onside kick there from Ridgewood. So, you know, getting a big offensive play for Ridgewood and then turning around and being like, hey, let's go ahead and keep putting some more on the board, trying to get the ball back right there. But West Prairie able to jump all over it, literally, and get the ball back here. So they will start right at midfield, about the 50-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Barkley gets the snap. Nope. Actually, it's going to be Laughlin getting the snap, maneuvering to his right, staying on his feet, pushing ahead, pushes up, gets about 5 yards on the play. Nice play from Jensen Laughlin. Able to maneuver well, able to break a couple tackles on the play. Picks up 4, I do believe. Yep, they'll give him 4. So he'll be at the Ridgewood 46-yard line. Good run from Jensen Laughlin.
Yeah, nice design on that play from the Cyclones, just direct snapping it to Laughlin. Had a nice juke move in the back room and behind the line of scrimmage. Broke a couple tackles and was able to pick up a nice gain.
Yeah, very, very good play there on first down. They're going to go back to Laughlin. Laughlin's going to toss to, is that Xavier Hilton? Yes, it is, and that will be a Cyclone first down. I do believe, yep, they're going to give him a first down, so move those chains. And the Cyclones pick up a first down. Now at the Ridgewood 40-yard line.
And there we go, the Cyclone with 2 nice play designs in a row. Of course, the little, I call it the flea flicker play, giving it to Laughlin, Laughlin throwing it.
Yep, Barkley looking like he was going to get that snap, but nope, Jensen Laughlin standing right there. Now Laughlin in the same position there. And it will be Laughlin again. He's going to run with it. And he will maybe get right back to the line of scrimmage.
Ridgewood ready for it that time.
Yep. It'll bring up second down and 10, so no gain on the play or loss. So now we'll see what the Cyclones want to do here. Second down and 10. 7-6 is your score. Cyclones on top here early. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. Barkley looking. And that is going to be picked off. Number 5, that is Gavin McDonough. And the ball is loose. And it will be Spartan ball. So the pick by McDonough from Barkley. And then maybe a little bit of a fumble there, but the Spartans able to recover. So on second down, Barkley just not finding his option and just, and just not able to find his options. So the Spartans will take over here at about midfield. They're going to shovel pass over to McDonough, running to his right, gets tripped up. That is number 5, Jenny Laughlin, on the tackle there. Maybe a pickup of about 4 or 5 there on the play. Gain of 3, so it'll be second down and 7. Good tackle from Laughlin. They'll be at the Spartan 47-yard line.
Minute 50 left here in this first quarter. Cyclones looking for a big stop against these Spartans.
They're going to go up the middle with McDonough, and he's going to pick up plenty enough for a first down. So Gavin McDonough, their main rusher on the ground, has looked sharp with the rock in his hands. So he has looked pretty good, and that'll move the chains. And the Spartans will move the chains. They will push themselves into Cyclone territory.
Yeah, McDonald's looked great here tonight. I mean, that's when he just put his head down and ran forward and was able to get the first down. And if he's going to be doing that all night, it's not going to be a fun time for the Cyclones. Got to look to be able to get a body on him, maybe trip him up, something to get him slowed down.
Going to hand off to McDonough. No, fake the handoff, and it's going to be Couture on the run. And he'll pick up a first down. So good run from Couture, the quarterback there. Faking the handoff to McDonough. Going up the middle and then just peering off to his left. So now at the Cyclone 25-yard line are the Spartans. So yet again, the rush is working fairly well, so we'll have to see if the Cyclones can try and fill those little gaps on defense here. Big first down and 10. Couture hands it off. They're going to go to number 11, that is Francis, and he will get a sizable gain, maybe enough for a first down.
We'll see how they call this one.
I believe it's going to be second down.
Yep, they're going to call him about half a yard short,
Yep,
yard short.
Just short, so just short on that carry from Francis. So it will bring up second down, a very second down and manageable second down for the Spartans. Couture under center, gets the snap, hands it off to McDonough, who pushes ahead, pushes the crowd up. And that will be enough for a first down, and the Spartans will pick up a first down on the ground again with Gavin McDonough.
Yeah, and the Cyclones were able to get to him in the backfield, just not able to secure the tackle. Again, McDonough's looked good here tonight, able to break free of some of those, and is able to pick up the first down for the Spartans on that run. Be first and goal.
A couple of touchdowns that have been scored tonight are Tom Conklin, State Farm touchdowns. They're going to go straight back to the ground there and still pushing the pile a little bit. So that's a good stop from the Cyclones there. And that will bring the first quarter to an end. So we will go ahead and run some ads here, and we'll be back right after this.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to West Prairie High School as we will go ahead, get ready to start the second quarter of action here tonight. It has been a pretty solid first quarter. 7-6 is your score. The Cyclones are on top here on homecoming night, but the Spartans are knocking on the door right now as, you know, they're looking at, I believe, a second down and goal. So the Spartans are looking to add on to that lead.
Yeah.
Or add on to their score to give them the lead here, as I should say. Couture is going to hand off. This is going to be to Francis, and Laughlin is going to stop him. Good defense from the Cyclones. Francis looks like he just about had it, but Jensen Laughlin coming out of the backfield, able to knock him out and bring him up, and that will not be enough for the touchdown, so it'll bring down third and goal.
And again, turnovers were the story of the first quarter for the Cyclones. Barkley with 2 interceptions. Sorry about that. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. I set something down on the mouse. As I was saying, it was nice on the play design from the Cyclones, but Barkley just not able to make the right throw. And that one's going to be in for a touchdown. That's number 5, Gavin McDonough.
So McDonough on the ground gets a touchdown. So that will make it a 12-7 ball game, and Spartans last time scoring a touchdown decided to go for 2. I would not be surprised if they decide to stick with that, go for 2 here, and maybe it will work out this time. Couture under center, he's the quarterback. believe he is a junior. Yes, he is. And they're going to hand it off. This is 23. This is Moriarty, and he's off to the left, and he's got the 2 points. So the 2 point is good for Moriarty, and it is going to be a 14-7 Spartan lead here to start this second quarter. Not the way you really want to start the second quarter. The game is brought to you by MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in today's world. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, camera, and phone systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas, and it is expanding quickly. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. The game is also brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Thursday and Friday 10 to 6 p.m. and Saturday 10 to 4 p.m. for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Check out their fall goodies available now. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. There we go.
You know you can just ask me for the pin.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, there we go.
Oh, there we go. We got
Sweet.
2 pins now. Perfect.
Awesome. We can both write. So Ridgewood goes to kick it away. It's a little low line drive. Is going to be picked up by Denver Mitchell. He'll pushing ahead, still going, gets to about the 49-yard line. So pretty good return from Denver Mitchell, is able to get going across to the 49-yard line of their own. So pretty good field position if you're the West Prairie Cyclones here.
Yeah, and if you're the Cyclones, you definitely got to look for an answer here. 14 unanswered points from the Spartans. Got to try to figure out something, get something going the right way, because right now, I mean, if you get stopped here and the Spartans come back and score a touchdown, you have dug yourself a big hole to come back from in the second half. So this is a big drive for the Cyclones here.
Pistol formation, going to hand off to Rigg up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, breaks another one, and he's going to get a first down for West Prairie. Owen Rigg breaking 2 or 3 tackles on that drive there, on that carry. And Owen Rigg moves those chains, and it'll be a Cyclone first down up to about the 37-yard line. So they have broken into Ridgewood territory here with that run from Owen Rigg. They're going to go to Rigg again on the ground. Line trying to push him up. Might get one. We're back to the line there on that play. Rigg maybe picks up 2 or 3. So 2nd and 7. They've stuck with the run here. Going to Owen Rigg a few times. Pistol formation. Barkley under center. Gets the snap from Kitch. Going to hand off to Laughlin. And there is number 16 of Ridgewood, Caden Larson, the senior, on the tackle there. Able to read that one. Jumped all over Jensen Laughlin on that carry, and that might bring him back to the line.
Yeah, great play there from Larson. Able to read that run play perfectly. Jumped the gap and is able to get the stop right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost half a yard or so there, but again, big play there from Larson, and it'll bring up the West Prairie 3rd down.
Yep, so, Larson is able to be all over that play. He was right all over Laughlin on that play, so Barkley going to get the snap from Kitch, going to go to the sideline, and Johnson, and he's going to be, looks like it's knocked out, free, incomplete pass. So it will bring up 4th down. So we'll see what West Prairie wants to do here. They're at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and what do you do here if you're West Prairie? I mean, you got to come up with a big play. I think they're going to take a timeout.
Going to take a timeout and talk about it. So while Coach McCormick and the Cyclones take a timeout, we'll be right back after this. back to West Prairie High School here as we get you set for some West Prairie Cyclone football. 5 minutes and is that 5 minutes or is that? I can't really tell.
There's 9:31 left.
9:31. We've got a lot of lights out on that scoreboard out there. Kind of difficult to tell. 9 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Cyclones will take the field after the timeout.
And again, this is a big play for the Cyclones. I mean, what do? You know Laughlin's got a nice leg, but this would be a long field goal for him. But again, if you're West Prairie, you need this drive to continue going the right direction. You would hate to give the ball back to Ridgewood with the rushing that they've had going on tonight.
Absolutely, and especially on you're looking at a fourth down play, so you don't get this, and you're giving Ridgewood the ball back. Fairly good. Laughlin is going to maneuver, and he will be stopped. That's number 23 of Ridgewood. That is Preston Morarity on the tackle. So nice tackle from Morarity, and that is going to turn over on downs for the West Prairie Cyclones. The Ridgewood Spartans will take over at their own 36-yard line. Tonight's game is brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this only for $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 and older. You can buy copies available at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville also. And there goes Morarity on the run. He gets a sizable gain. He's going to push it into Cyclone territory on that run. And that will move those chains up to the 39-yard line of the Cyclones. So on first down, here come the Spartans again, using what they've had that has worked real well to run here tonight. So it'll bring up first down and 10 on the 25-yard line, 25-yard run from Morarity. Gonna go off. This is Sandberg to the right, and he's going to have a touchdown. Roy Sandberg, the sophomore, just getting some blocks on the right side of that line, able to break a couple tackles and push that one all the way across. So fairly large run there. It only took him 2 plays to score a touchdown there. And like you said, John, not too long ago, when the turnover on downs, looking to try and get something across, and then boom, on 2 plays, all it takes to get the Spartans yet again on the board. So it's 20-7.
Yeah, absolutely. The Spartans have just run all over the Cyclones here tonight. You'd like to see the Cyclones kind of step up and try to take that away. I mean, the Spartans, they really haven't been doing anything too different. It's been about 3 to 4 plays, but it's been working every time. And we're just going to see the run in here. That's going to be Ryle Cater is going to go in for the 2-point conversion. And as you mentioned, the Spartans, this run game has looked pretty unstoppable here tonight. Cyclones need to come up with something big in this next on their next defensive possession, and of course offensively looking to score a touchdown.
Yeah, no doubt about it, John. After that first, when the Cyclones were able to really kind of put the brakes on that Spartan offense, and then now it's just kind of opened up. The Spartans have just been breaking off big 20-plus yard runs. So.
And they've made it look really easy, as I mentioned. It's been about 3 to 4 plays. They got that little end-around play that they're running, and it just pitches to the outside. But if it's working, there's no reason for them to switch things up.
Right.
They're just playing in their playbook. West Prairie has done nothing to take them out of their preparation, and they got a big lead here now because of it.
Yep, no doubt about it. The Spartans have looked really good here on offense tonight, and they've looked pretty sharp on defense as well. A couple of picks here tonight. So we are getting ready for the kick to be off here. So the Cyclones will try and answer back here on offense. 22-7. You're down by 15. Got to try and get something on the board here as you get ready to head into the locker room.
Yeah, I definitely need to come up with something. Cyclones looked great in their first drive. Of course, they started with some shorter field position, but that doesn't stop. They still look pretty good on that drive. Have kind of slowed down here in the last couple of drives, and they need a big one here to go into halftime.
No doubt about it, John. We will get ready for Ridgewood to kick it off to West Prairie. There's the whistles, and the kick is a line drive. Going to be a one-hop scoop by Johnson. Johnson running to his right, or running to his left, my right. up to about the 25-yard line, so pretty good return from Jesse Johnson.
Francis was in on the tackle there. It looked like Johnson, if he could have broke that one, could have been a bit even bigger return, but nice tackle there from Francis on the kickoff.
Yep, so now Barkley and company will go ahead and take the field, and we will see what the Cyclones have to offer here on offense. You know, down 15, you got to try and get something across here early because, you know, another score, and you're really looking at a large deficit, especially only going into halftime. Barkley gets the snap. He's got someone in the backfield with him, and he's going to go taken down. That is number 88, Lucas Harrell, the sophomore, on the sack. So, pretty big loss there.
And there you go, just when the Cyclones needed a big play, a big drive, Harrell with the huge sack. Big loss there from the Cyclones. They lost, looks like basically about 10 yards, 12 yards on that.
Yeah, only the sophomore there, you know, a sophomore playing on that defensive line, able to just sneak by those linemen, and he had a wide open shot at Barkley, able to just take him down. So now it'll bring up a second down and long, 2nd and 20. Going to just do a little shovel off to Hilton, and pass was just a little beyond his reach. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 20.
And Barkley was under pressure again on that throw. Didn't have a whole lot of time to like set his feet or make the throw to Hilton in the backfield. The defensive line for the Spartans has been looking pretty good here.
Yep, definitely getting some pressures, and I mean, you put pressure on your line, and you keep putting pressure on your quarterback. You know, it's those timely decisions. You know, those little dump offs, and hope something works. So it'll bring up 3rd and long. Barkley gets the snap. It's a little high. He's going to be taken down, and that is Lucas Harrell again. So a pair of sacks for Lucas Harrell on that drive. So how about the Lucas Harrell drive if you're a Ridgewood Spartan fan? So he gets a couple of sacks, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks like Laughlin is going to boot this one away. So
big stop there from the Spartans. Again, looking to extend their lead in this next possession. Of course, we saw the 2 big sacks from Harrell, able to bring Barkley down in the backfield, and he had another pressure there to force the incompletion.
Laughlin will boot this one away. He'll get it to, ball's going to roll out of bounds at about the 47, 48-yard line. So pretty good boot there from Jensen Laughlin, able to get that one out of the way. So Ridgewood will take over.
And, of course, it goes without saying here, the Cyclones need a huge, huge stop. If Ridgewood scores another touchdown here before we even hit halftime, I mean, as we mentioned, that's just an even bigger hole that the Cyclones are going to have to try and climb out of. And it's never any fun when you're having to punch upward. You'd much rather be the ones punching down.
That's right, yeah.
So huge, huge, huge stop for the Cyclones if they can get it here.
No doubt about it. Couture is going to hand off. This is going to be to, I do believe, Moriarty, and he is off, and he is going. Jensen Laughlin able to get him at about the 11, 12-yard line of the Cyclones, but there, yet again, another big rush from this Spartan offense. So it's been nothing but just a lot of rushing, and the rush has worked, so why not stick with it? So
yeah, and it's kind of been that same play to Moriarty that's been killing them all night. We've seen it multiple times. They fake the inside run and hand it out to the end around for Moriarty, and he's been able to break off a lot of big ones here. All right, with a timeout on the field from the Cyclones, we will go ahead and take a timeout as well. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Back to West Prairie High School as we'll go ahead and get you set for some football action here on homecoming night. So the first night under the Friday night lights for the Westbury Cyclones this year. Will be down first down and 10 for the Ridgewood Spartans in Cyclone territory. Couture under center is going to hand it off, fake the handoff. Now he's going to look to his left. He's the left-handed quarterback, looks downfield, and no good. That is going to be incomplete.
That pass broken up in the end zone from Jensen Laughlin. Good way to stick with the receiver there, able to kind of get his hand on that one for what would have been a touchdown.
That's one of the first, pass plays that we've seen out of.
I think that is the first pass play, actually.
Out of Ridgewood's playbook tonight. So the Cyclones were ready for it. So good defense from Jensen Laughlin to bring up second down. Couture under center. He's going to fake the handoff, and then he's going to hand it off to Gavin McDonough, who runs right up the middle, and that is going to be a touchdown. So Gavin McDonough with yet again another touchdown. So the senior picks up a touchdown and picks up 6 points on the play. It'll be 28-7. And do believe that Ridgewood will go ahead and attempt the 2-point conversion. And definitely not what you're looking for there if you're Westbury, trying to put that Band-Aid on. And right there, they just threw the box of Band-Aids away, not able to put the Band-Aid on there. Couture is going to hand it off. This is to 35 or 25. I believe that is Sandberg, and he will get the 2-point conversion. So Sandberg gets the 2-point, and it is 30-7 Spartans. So a 23-point lead for Ridgewood here late in the second quarter. So definitely not what you're looking for Westbury. Tonight's game brought to you by Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all of your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. Tonight's game also brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experience and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Tonight's game also brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Anderson kicks it away. Hits some cloud of smoke out there, and it's Jesse Johnson on the return. He keeps going. He's going to get to the 40-yard line. So nice little return from Jesse Johnson. Dean on the tackle. That touchdown from the Spartans brought to you by Tom Conklin, a State Farm touchdown. Not the touchdown you're looking for if you're Westbury. Barkley under center. Going to be a handoff up the middle to, I believe, Owen Rigg. And he'll pick up maybe 1, maybe 2 on the play. So not a big gain there, but, just getting something going here to start their drive. Second down and 8.
And Westbury's offense has really not been able to get anything going here tonight right now. All the runs have been stopped basically at the line of scrimmage. I can't think of too many big runs that they've been able to break off. And then, of course, Barkley with the 2 interceptions, pass play not going well. Need to figure out something to get them going here.
And there's Owen Rigg with the reception up near the 50-yard line, pushing them into Ridgewood territory. Barkley just able to get an extra blocker back there, able to block Harrell, who has had a couple sacks on him already, and able to find Owen Rigg down the left sideline there, able to get a nice reception and push him into Ridgewood's territory. So nice play from the Cyclones there.
Yeah, the little play action dump off play to Rigg. Again, the Cyclones have been running the ball a lot here tonight. The fake run up the middle and the pass to the outside results in a first down for the Cyclones. Here will be another pass. Barkley under pressure again. Throws to the outside. He's got a man on the sideline. That's number 23. That's Owen Rigg again with a nice gain, probably about 8 yards on that.
Nice play from Ashton Barkley. You know, he just rolled out to his right, and there was Harrell again, who's got Barkley's number here tonight. And still, with Harrell's got his hands on him, he's able to still just complete that pass to Owen Rigg, pick up about 8. So a really nice play, improvised play from the Cyclones.
Yeah, Barkley actually threw that ball while he was getting tackled from Harrell. I mean, Harrell's been all over him tonight, but Barkley finally able to complete one under pressure.
Pistol formation, going to hand it off to Laughlin, who will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1, half a yard, perhaps, on the play. Tonight's game brought to you by Barkley Bills Co., a hat brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more. barkleybillsco.com. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season.
Pitch play to the outside, fumble by Laughlin. He'll get back on top of it. Maybe no, the ball is still loose. We'll see who comes up with it. Looks like a Ridgewood player on the bottom, but I think the Cyclones are going to come up with that.
I think Barkley had it. He was able to, after the ball knocked out of Laughlin's hand, Barkley able to get it, so that's going to bring him back. It'll be 4th down.
Would have been a nice play there if Laughlin could kind of come down with it. The left side of the field was almost completely wide open, but just not able to get the handle on that one, and the fumble in the backfield will result in the West Prairie now looking at a 4th down and long.
4th and 14 for the Cyclones. Andre Roberts has checked in at guard, and now he will. Looks like we're going to take a timeout. Charge to Coach McCormick and the Cyclones. So tonight's game brought to you by MDH. We are going to go ahead and head to a game break. After this, we'll be back.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to West Prairie High School for tonight's homecoming edition of football. Tonight it has been all Spartans, 30-7 Spartan lead. 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Royalty will be announced at halftime here tonight, so that'll be an interesting thing. Ben Wren has checked into the ball game. Go I formation. That snaps way over Laughlin's head, and he's just going to improvise, do a little bit of a run. He's going to run to his left, up the middle now. Laughlin's still going, still going, still going.
Wow.
Laughlin is
my
off.
Goodness.
Laughlin is off. He is off to the races. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Wow, and the best play from the Cyclones all night comes on the high snap. Laughlin not able to come down with it. Man, oh man, looked like kind of the return play there from Laughlin. That was extremely impressive. A lot of speed there.
There's the Muffler Mafia out there beyond the end zone over here to our north. So really nice play from Jensen Laughlin, and hopefully that gets the energy going back in this Cyclone crowd and this Cyclone offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting the broken play there from Laughlin. Man, oh man. You know, West Prairie hasn't been able to get a whole lot going here tonight. You know, maybe they'll look to do that again. That was impressive.
We got a flag down. Will be on the offense. But yet again, going back to that Laughlin touchdown, you know, it's 4th down. You're just looking to punt this ball away, get it back to them. And the high snap, it ended up working out in West Prairie's favor going over, and then Laughlin just happened to improvise. So the Cyclones, you know, able to put 6 up on the board, and now we'll see what they do here.
So I'm not sure what the call was, but West Prairie looks like they're starting from a little bit further back. Didn't quite catch what it was. Looking for the 2-point conversion here.
Out to Rigg, and Rigg is going to be in. The 2-point is good. So Barkley just able to roll out and find Rigg to the right of the end zone, and that'll be the 2-point is good, and that is going to cut the lead in half. So it is 30-15. So that is how you respond right there if you are the West Prairie Cyclones. So 30-15 is your score. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the second quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by M&B Furniture. M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store, is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For high-quality home furnishings, stop and see the fine folks at M&B Furniture at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Tonight's game also brought to you by MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in today's world. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, camera, and phone systems to McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas and is expanding quickly. Visit mtccrowdfiber.com to check your availability.
Want to give a quick shout out to Paul in the live chat. Your name in the chat just comes up as Paul. That's it. So we'll call you Paul, I guess. He says, "Let's go Cyclones." Thank you for the support. If you're also listening to us, watching us here, make sure to leave a comment just like Paul did. We love hearing from you guys. And I know that we're getting some reports that the stream's been kind of laggy here tonight. Sorry about that. We're trying the best we can. I mean, we have the router set up right in the window. I mean, it's literally 2 inches away from the computer. It's just something might not be quite set up right. So, again, we're sorry about that. Hopefully you can bear through it and witness some of this homecoming football game.
Laughlin boots this line drive away. It will be Herring on the return. Oh, the ball comes loose, but nope, he was already down by contact. So Herring on the return. And so solid return from the Spartans, and it'll bring up first down and 10 for the Spartans. So how do the Spartans respond to a big play from the Cyclones here?
I mean, they just got to keep doing what they're doing. It's been working here so far tonight. Again, the Cyclones need to come up with a stop, figure out a way to stop this run game from the Spartans that's been killing them all night. They did a nice job on the very first drive of the game. You're like, okay, Cyclones got it figured out, and then bang, 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 Spartans come right back with all these 20, 25-yard run plays. And here's another one. That's number 25, Roy Sandberg with the carry. That would be a first down Spartans. Looks like he picks up about 12 on the play.
Now there is a flag down in the backfield. And this is going to be a holding call on the offense. So that's going to bring the play back. So maybe that hole was just a little too big there because of a holding call. So that'll bring the Spartans back. So it'll be first down and 15. For the Ridgewood Spartans. Spartans tried the rush there. Just unable to get much there after the penalty. Couture under center is going to hand off to number 5. That is Gavin McDonough, the senior, so another rush for him.
Nice stop on the play there from the Cyclones, able to slow McDonough down a little bit. Again, the Spartans working from kind of a deficit after that penalty. There's 3 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the second quarter. Again, your score is 30-15. It'll be Couture lining up under center again.
He's going to hand off. This is to Sandberg, I do believe.
I think that's Moriarty on the carry.
Moriarty, yep.
Big carry there from starting from behind the line of scrimmage, able to get right up to that first down marker. We'll see where they mark him down at.
And they will give him a first down, so Moriarty gets the first down carry. So we'll see how Couture and the Spartans answer back. And there goes McDonough. Breaking tackles. Ball comes loose, but he's able to recover. Hilton is able to get him down at about the 34-yard line, so he will break it into enemy territory.
Yeah, kind of lucky there for McDonough. Lost the football, but somehow it just bounced right back up to his hands as he was in stride. Could have been a huge turnover if the Cyclones were able to jump on top of it, but just got a little unlucky there. And McDonough is able to break away with another big carry.
Oh, yeah. Gavin McDonough just able to break a couple tackles, find those open holes, and breaks off another big rush. So they are now into Cyclone territory. Couture under center. He's going to fake the handoff. The lefty looking for a second pass attempt. He's going downfield, and he has got a wide open 23, Preston Moriarty. So
we haven't seen a whole lot of pass plays out here tonight from the Spartans, but when they've been able to break him off, they've been huge. And we see the pass there from Couture to Marty, able to get the Spartans right up to the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal for them.
So only the second pass of the night, so 1 for 2. That's a 50% completion rate. Couture gets the snap. He's going to hand off. That is 11, Ryan Francis for the touchdown. So just the handoff to Francis. So this Spartan team can definitely run the ball. We've seen that, and now they are up 36-15. So Spartans are able to answer back right there with a touchdown run from Francis. And now they will go ahead and go for 2. That touchdown brought to you by Tom Conklin. That is a Tom Conklin State Farm touchdown. Brought to you by Ryan Francis, the senior for Ridgewood. Cyclones line it up on defense. Looking at Owen Rigg, Mikey Kitch, Xavier Hilton, Cam Kramer, Jensen Laughlin, among others. Clayton Hunt out there. We have a timeout. So we have a timeout. So this is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back after this.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to Westbury High School as we'll go ahead and get you set for some football action here on homecoming night. Couture is going to hand it off to Gavin McDonough, and he is up for the 2-point conversion. It is good, and it is a 38-15 Spartan lead, so wasting no time there. If you are the Ridgewood Spartans there, you know, breaking off a couple of big runs, and then boom, going right back to your senior there, and Gavin McDonough able to pick up the 2-point. So, after that, the Cyclones will go ahead and see if they can respond on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. The Cyclones, they looked a little bit better there in the last drive. Of course, they had that I would say, a miracle play for Laughlin. Not exactly how you want to get it done, but he got it done nonetheless. A nice run off the missed snap on the punt attempt. Was able to get the Cyclones their second touchdown of the game. And again, if you're the Cyclones, you just got to look to be able to build on that. Look to chip into this lead as much as you can. Take it one drive at a time. And if you're the Spartans, of course, you're looking for a stop, looking to just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, it's been working for them all night, the Cyclones, with little to no answer for them.
No doubt about it. Tonight's game brought to you by Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. So Ridgewood and Anderson get ready to kick it off. It's a liner, and it will be snagged there. Number 14, it's a new name here for tonight. That is Aiden Horn, the sophomore, on the return. So the Cyclones will set up shop on offense, and we'll see how they can respond after the big Ridgewood touchdown early. You know, we're closing in a minute 36 here.
The one and only Lauren Powell bringing us a few pork chops
Couple
sponsored by
pork
the
chops,
FFA.
yeah.
Love it for that. And there's the run from the Spartans, or not from the Spartans, excuse me, from the Cyclones up the middle. We'll see who comes up out of the pile. Didn't quite see who got the handoff. Looks like that was number 12 for the Cyclones. That would be Carson Hanger. Was able to pick up a nice gain there.
Minute 15 here until halftime. Let's see what the Cyclones decide to do. Pretty good gain there, gain of about 4. Barkley under center. They go to the pistol formation. Barkley rolling out to his right. Gets hit, but he's going to take another one, and he's going to be taken down by 25. Roy Sandberg, the sophomore. So able to just kind of, I don't know if you watched the Chiefs-Chargers game last night, kind of looked a lot like what Derwin James did to Travis Kelce right there. But no, Ashton Barkley, you know, just kind of ran right into Sandberg, and Sandberg, you know, just said, you're not going any farther. So.
Yeah, and the Spartans have just had the Cyclones number here on defense. They've been able to put a lot of pressure on Barkley. He hasn't been able to get not but like one good throw off here tonight. And, of course, the run game has been basically neutralized. So we'll see. I mean, West Prairie is going to have to dig deep into their playbook, find something that's going to work for them.
Third down, 13 seconds. We're going to go to Owen Rigg, who will push up, maybe pick up about 3 or 4 yards. And that will be the end of the first half. So your score is 38 Spartans, 15 West Prairie. You are listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back with some stats and a little bit of the halftime.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back here to West Prairie High School. We're bringing you a little bit of the halftime here. Of course, it is homecoming week here in Scioto. We're going to bring you a little bit of the royalty.
So here come the homecoming royalty of this year. I was royalty my freshman year. Haven't been on it since, and honestly, kind of okay with it. Last time I had to do a homecoming royalty, it was my freshman year, and I drew the task of doing a ballerina dance in front of the entire high school. That was quite enough for me. I've not been on the court since. So we will have a couple trucks bring each grade level's attendance down the track.
And here come the freshman attendants. I believe it was Madeline Sullivan and Ryan Clark. They'll be coming onto your screen here shortly in their pickup truck.
Yeah. Yep, here are Madeline and Ryan Clark. So, a couple of freshmen. I was one of them at one point. Freshman royalty. Yep, here they come. They participated in the royalty event, the royalty pageant this afternoon at West Prairie High School. The dance tomorrow night here at the high school, 7 to 10. So always a fun week at West Prairie. Always a fun week at any high school, you know, homecoming week. You look forward to that football game on the Friday night and all the dress-up days and all the fun festivities they have going on. So as Ryan and Madeline pass through, we now have Mikey Kitch and Macy Powell. So Mikey Kitch, the center tonight for the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones. So would you look at that? After playing a little bit of football, he's going to hop in the truck and do a little bit of some royalty action. So he is the male sophomore attendant with Macy Powell. Now here come the juniors. Looks like it's Clayton Hunt and Ava Beck, both wearing the number 42. Clayton Hunt as well, you know, was one of the guards in the earlier on in the game. So here are your junior attendants, excuse me. Clayton Hunt and Ava Beck. And with seniors, you'll get 4 of them, 2 of which will be the king and queen, 2 of which will be your senior royalty. So there are your junior attendants in Clayton Hunt and Ava Beck. And I think actually this is Adam Vale and Grayson Welsh. So Adam Vale and Grayson Welsh. Are in our next truck as they wave out to the crowd. Adam nearly stumbling on the truck there.
Nearly took a little bit of a spill there.
So here are some senior attendants. Grayson Welsh and Adam Bale. Getting a lot of love for the senior attendance by the crowd. Now it's Ava Kilburn and Trevin Qualls, your other senior attendants. So there they are. Trevin did the royalty pageant earlier on today. Looks like we've got the senior trucks parked here in front of the bleachers. So we're going to recognize the king and queen from last year, Luke Shirey and Kelsey Parks. Homecoming tradition, recognizing the previous year's king and queen. Now we're going to get the king and queen for this year. Trevin Qualls has been awarded the king, and Ava Kilburn is your homecoming queen. So there's your king and queen, Trevin Qualls and Ava Kilburn. Nice nominee for them. Grayson Welsh, Adam Vale are the senior attendants, as they will be given their little tiaras and all that jazz and their crowns from the previous year's homecoming king and queen. So nice gesture for them. So nice little ceremony type deal that we get to be able to have here at West Prairie, you know, the homecoming tradition. So just nice to be able to recognize our hardworking students here at West Prairie, you know, able for what they do. And I know a big shout out goes to Mrs. Hepner, puts us all on for student council. So she always a hardworking woman, especially this week. So definitely, if you ever see her out and about, you know, make sure, you know, thank her for what she does. And for bringing us here tonight's game, you know, thank Mr. Dwayne Hulett for all he does for this community, bringing all these games from all over the place, you know, expanding as well, for bringing these games to you, you know, when you cannot attend in person. So if you ever see Dwayne out there, make sure to thank him, give him a high five, you know, whatever, whenever you see him. So with that, you're listening to TSSR Game Time Live. We're going to go ahead and present it by MDH. And we're going to go ahead and tally up some stats and get ready to go for the third quarter of action. We'll be back after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm gonna have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented to you by MDH. Got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left here of halftime. The Cyclones just came out of the locker room a couple of minutes ago. So we're just going to go ahead and just talk a little bit about the game here. But first, tonight's game is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide athletic trainers who give expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. Tonight's game also brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street. Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October. Thursday and Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4 for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Check out their fall goodies available now. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Tonight's game also brought to you by Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in all West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. John, your thoughts on tonight's game so far?
Well, I mean, it's just been the rushing for the Spartans here tonight, and West Prairie, just no answers to that. I don't have the exact stats tallied up, but Gavin McDonough, definitely the lead rusher for the Spartans here tonight. I would probably put him at least 100, 150 yards right now, with at least 2 to 3 touchdowns here tonight. West Prairie, again, just no answer for him. And on the West Prairie offensive side, I mean, Barkley, every time he's been trying to throw, he's been under a lot of pressure. Lucas Harrell got him down for 3 sacks and countless amounts of pressures here tonight. That offensive line has not stood up to the task and not stood up to this rush that the Spartans are bringing.
Yeah, no doubt about it. For Ridgewood, it's been just like you said. It's been nothing but the rush. They've only attempted 2 passes here tonight, and 1 for 2 in the passing game. So the rush has been where Ridgewood has really kind of made their mark tonight, and they've looked good with a couple different guys. It's not just that one back that's been doing all the work. The rush in the quarterback with Couture, McDonough, the lead rusher, he's looked real sharp. Ryan Francis, the senior, as well. So just a couple, and Morarity, he's also stepped up and had a couple of pretty good touches tonight for Ridgewood. On West Prairie's side of things, you're really just kind of looking at that real big play that Jensen Laughlin was able to turn out late in the second quarter. On the 4th down botch snap that he's able to just turn into like a 79-yard touchdown run on that. So other than that, after looking real sharp on the first drive of the game for West Prairie, it's been kind of spotty in the offensive side of things, and defensively have not been able to stop the run here tonight. So we're looking at a 38-15 Ridgewood lead as we get ready to go here in the third quarter. So we'll get ready to go here soon as the refs meet up here, talk to the coaches, and the players get ready to go. We had homecoming royalty just announced not too long ago. Trevin Qualls and Ava Kilburn are your king and queen of West Prairie for homecoming this year. Always a fun week, like I've said, here at West Prairie.
Of course, congratulations to all those who were nominated for those positions in homecoming court. It's always a big deal, it feels like, you know. Homecoming week in general, just a big deal at all schools, especially here at West Prairie. As we mentioned, of course, we had all the dress-up days throughout the week. We had the Powder Puff game, which we brought to you. The Ironman game kind of got postponed a little bit. I believe they ended up playing those games today,
We
John.
did, yes, we did.
Who ended up winning? I haven't heard yet.
The Ironman game today was pushed back just a little bit. Ended up playing that game this morning after third hour. It was the seniors and juniors in the championship. Seniors kind of put the beating down on them, I think about 25-8. So
that's good to hear. It's always nice to hear the seniors win.
That's right. The seniors brought home a victory. I was the head coach of that team today with an injury on the foot, not really able to play. So with that, I mean, you can't be much happier if you're a senior. I mean, playing the teachers is always tough. I know 4 years ago I coached the 8th graders in the tournament, and we ended up, we were one of the first teams to beat the teachers. So figured we'd try and run it back this year. Didn't necessarily happen, but I only lost by 4 or 5. So really, played a good game with them today. So Ironman, Powder Puff, Friday Night Lights, dress-up days, homecoming dance tomorrow night. Not much more you can ask for out of a homecoming week, especially, I know, my senior year has just been an awesome homecoming week, and, just a great week always at West Prairie. Just glad to be a part of that. So with all that, we will go ahead and get ready to start kickoff for the third quarter. Owen Anderson. Incorrect. How about West Sandberg? We'll kick it off for the Ridgewood Spartans. Cyclones are receiving. Jesse Johnson is back deep, and he will get it on about the 5th bounce. He'll run to the left, to the right now, stumbling, and he'll be taken down. It looks like number 16, Caden Larson, the senior, on the tackle there. Able to put a little bit of a stop to that return from Jesse Johnson. So now with that, the Cyclones will open up shop offensively. John, what are you looking for these Cyclones here on offense start third quarter?
Well, it all starts with the run game. Again, the Cyclones haven't been able to get much of that going here tonight. You'd like to see them break off 1, 2, 3, 4 good runs in a row, and then maybe a little play action, pass play for the touchdown if you get that close. I mean, you just got to find something that works, dig deep into that playbook, find something that maybe you haven't run yet tonight, and try to catch the Spartans napping.
No doubt about it. Looks like a run up the middle. Don't know if that was Xavier Hilton or not. It was not. That was probably Owen Rigg, only maybe able picking up 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. Maybe 1. So the Cyclones will go ahead and open up offense here, second down. Pistol formation. Barkley under center. It's the handoff. Fakes the handoff. And it's to Owen Rigg, who is going to be push back. He's been pushed back by those defensive tackles.
We'll see exactly where they mark him down at. Of course, that's going to be a loss on the play.
Yep, though. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. So looking at 3rd and long here for the Cyclones. So not necessarily the way you want to start your third quarter off if you're West Prairie here. Coach McCormick signaling out there. Andre Roberts has checked into the ball game. Looks like he's going in at guard. Barkley calls for it, gets a snap. There's Harrell, and there's dumps it off to Hilton. Hilton running to his right, running up the middle, and Xavier Hilton is going to pick up about 9, and it'll bring up 4th and maybe 1. 4th down and maybe a yard and a half. So now you got a big question here. Do you got to go for it here? Only 4th and 1 right now. So 4th down and 2. Sorry, excuse me. 9 minutes 28 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And here you go. If you're West Prairie, I don't even think the thought of punting this one comes into your head. You want to get the first down here and continue this drive straight out of halftime. Try to get rolling here in the second half.
Absolutely. And they're going to go quarterback sneak up, and they'll push it across, and that is going to be a first down for the West Prairie Cyclones. Ashton Barkley on the keeper there, able to just push right across, pick up a first down. So the Cyclones move the chains. It'll be first down and 10. They're kind of knocking on the door of Ridgewood territory here at the 47-yard line. Barkley gets the snap. He's going to throw to his right, and that is Jesse Johnson, and just out of the reach of Jesse Johnson. It'll be an incomplete pass. It'll bring up second down and 10.
A little high on the throw there from Barkley. Would have been a nice little screen play to the outside. Johnson just not able to come down with that one. And again, West Prairie will line up right where they were to start this last play, I guess. Kitch comes out to the center. He'll snap to Barkley.
Barkley calls for it, gets a high snap, going to hand it off to Hilton. Hilton's going to maybe get 1 yard. 1 yard on the play for Xavier Hilton. Bring up third down. Maybe 3rd and 2. Picks up to 3rd down and 9.5. Greg Phelps, PA motions.
Here you go, big play if you're West Prairie. Got to come up with something here, even if it's just 5 to 7 yards, getting that territory where, coming up with that 4th down conversion could be a little easier.
Barkley is just going to dump it off. That's an incomplete pass to Hilton. Just trying to get that ball away. Had some pressure coming at him there. So the Cyclones really just kind of not really coming up with something to do there. So it will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and a lot of that is thanks to the pressure that these Spartans have been able to put on the Cyclones here tonight. The Cyclones' offensive line just not holding up front. These rushers have just been all over Barkley each time he's tried to pass.
Yep, no doubt about it. If your offensive line can't block, your quarterback's going to get hit, and that was kind of the case up at West Central, up in Biggsville, I know for sure.
Laughlin will be back to punt this one away.
And there's flag, and we got, looks like a false start on the offense. So, going to move them back 5 yards. Make the punt a little longer for Jensen Laughlin. So, kind of unfortunate there if you're West Prairie. Laughlin going to have to stretch out the leg just a little farther now.
Nobody back to receive this one from the Spartans. Laughlin looks to punt it away. Gets the low snap, comes up with a nice kick there. That kick down to the 17-yard line from Laughlin. Nice punt there. Back in Ridgewood up in this one, but again, with the way things have been going so far tonight, that's just going to look like more rushing yards for these Spartans. They have run the ball extremely well. We'll see if they can continue to do that here.
Absolutely, absolutely. They have looked sharp offensively, running the ball, like you said, John, and it's just when you can run the ball very well, it opens up the playbook very well because your offensive line is obviously pushing people around and able to get those holes for you, and they're going to go right back to the ground. This time it's going to be with Morarity, and he'll push up the pylon up to right about nearly a first down. Don't know if they'll give it to him or not. And now we have player down, so an injury timeout on the field. I don't know if that is Mirardi or not.
I think it was. I think it was 23, yep.
Yep, so Preston Mirardi is down after that rush. Tonight's game brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Tonight's game also brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief weekly edition mailed directly to your home every Friday. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 years and older. You can buy copies available at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville as well. As the Cyclones get ready to hop back out onto the field, Mirardi has stepped off the field for the time being. Oh my goodness.
That's a big loss here for the Spartans. Mirardi's been pretty good here tonight. Couple pass receptions, a lot of big runs. So,
if you're looking at the Spartans, you know you're losing one of your big runners, but boom, you've got Gavin McDonough, who's been their lead rusher tonight, and he's just right there, ready to go. So I do believe that was him on the carry there, able to pick up some more yards, pick up a first down.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you never like to see a player get injured, but, man, these Spartans teams got a lot of rushing weapons to go to. You mentioned McDonough. Of course, Roy Sandberg's got a touchdown here tonight, and, I mean, that's it. They've just been living and dying by this rush, and the lead blockers have done a nice job on these outside handoffs here tonight. That's one of the reasons that they've been able to rush so good.
Yep, there's nearly Carter Hitz had, and there goes number 25, Roy Sandberg. Like you said, there's another one of those rushers for the Ridgewood Spartans, and another sizable run there, that one from Roy Sandberg, the sophomore. So able to pick a sizable gain there, and it will be a Spartans first down, so the chains will move in Ridgewood's favor.
Cyclones were so close to blowing that one up in the backfield, just weren't able to secure the tackle.
Carter Hitz had a couple hands there, but wasn't able to quite get to it. And there is going to be number 11, Ryan Francis, the senior, and he is going to be taken down by Xavier Hilton. Nice tackle by him at about the 25-yard line. Maybe not. I was going to say, 26-yard run might be a little much.
Might be a little long. Don't know what kind of conversions you're using on that.
16-yard rush there from Roy Sandberg.
And again, it's just been that same end-around play with that lead blocker up front. It's looked unstoppable here tonight from the Spartans. They obviously work on that each and every day at practice. I mean, you can tell. And here we go, another big run. That's going to be McDonough on the outside. Just kidding. Or that is McDonough, actually. He's going to get pushed out of bounds about the 12-yard line, 15-yard line.
Laughlin on the tackle. It is enough for a first down. So the chains will move in favor of the Spartans again. 38-15 is your score. 5 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tonight's game is brought to you by Barkley Bills Co., a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more. barkleybillsco.com. Wishing good luck to all the athletes this season. McDonough on the rush. It'll be 2nd down and 6 on the gain of 4 from Gavin McDonough. So, yet again, going back to, one of their top-tier offensive weapons in Gavin McDonough, the senior this year, has been the lead rusher tonight. Couture gets the snap. He's going to hand it off this time to, I believe, Sandberg, and he is in for a Spartan touchdown. So Roy Sandberg with the touchdown is running off to his right, getting good blocks all the way, and Royce Amber again for the easy touchdown. That's another 6 for the Ridgewood Spartans. It's 44-15, and they will go for 2.
And again, it's just wash and repeat for these Spartans here tonight. Each and every play down the field, they've been, again, I sound like a broken record at this point. They just keep doing the same play over and over again, and West Prairie, again, just with no answers. And here comes the conversion, the run to the outside. I think that was Couture on the run.
No
He's
good.
going to be pulled up short.
Ashton Barkley there, the DB and the quarterback tonight, so good play for him.
Always nice to see your quarterback getting in on the defense.
Yeah.
So the Spartans will come up short on that 2-point conversion. We'll take a little break here. We'll be right back with you. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Welcome back to West Prairie High School for some third quarter action. And little lone line drive is kicked to Aiden Horn. Aiden Horn on the return is going to push up near the 50-yard line to about the 49. Ben Wren has checked into the ball game for the West Prairie Cyclones.
Horn with a nice return there. We've seen a couple of nice returns on these kind of shorter kicks from the Spartans here tonight from the Cyclones, but really, I mean, it hasn't mattered a whole lot. They really haven't been able to get anything going off of it, but they've been starting with pretty decent field possession, like basically every drive.
Yep, no doubt about it. I mean, like I said, the first drive of the game for West Prairie offensively, you get, right at about the Ridgewood 20 on the turnover on downs. So that was real good field position. They've had some not so good field positions as well earlier on in the game, starting at about their 1 or 2, a couple of penalties. So starting at about midfield here, about the 49-yard line. There you go, pistol formation. Barkley going to fake the handoff, looking downfield, and nearly picked off. That was, I believe, number 4. Got a hand on it. That was Owen Anderson, the sophomore. Got a hand on it. That throw was intended for Denver Mitchell, the intended receiver there. It is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And again, that throw there, the pressure from Lucas Harrell on the outside with the rush. I mean, again, Barkley's been under a whole lot of pressure tonight, and if he didn't know Lucas Harrell's name before the game, he definitely knows it now. He's been in his face almost every time tonight.
Absolutely. There's a run up the middle. It might have been Owen Rigg, and it looks like he'll get right back to the line, if not a gain of 1 or 2. Clayton Hunt has checked into the ball game. Denver Mitchell will take a seat. Jesse Johnson has also checked back into the game. Owen Rigg will get a drink here. It'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 9. This Ridgewood D-line and DBs have looked sharp, kind of limiting the Cyclones on offense. So go I formation here. Barkley gets a high snap, going to hand it off to Laughlin. Laughlin going to run up the right sideline, is only going to get about 2 or 3 on the play. So Jensen Laughlin only gets about 2 or 3 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down.
And again, that'll bring up 4th down for the Cyclones. What do you do here? Do you punt? Looks like they might be lining up to punt it, but again, we're starting to come into the latter half of this game. If you're the Cyclones, you really would like to get that 1st down, but I mean, the Spartans have not been giving up here tonight. This defense and the offense, too, has been looking extremely, extremely impressive. So we'll see what the Cyclones elect to do here.
Maybe they will purposely do a high snap, and it will be another touchdown run from Jensen Laughlin. They're going to go I formation again. So they're going for it on 4th down. Barkley is going to go downfield, and it's going to be caught. That is Carter Hitz, the intended receiver. He's going to get it out to about the 25, 24, 23-yard line. So that'll move the chains for the Cyclones. And just like you're saying, John, a nice big play for the Cyclones. Really needed it now. So with the big play there from Barkley to hits on the connection there, it'll bring up first down.
Yeah, and there you go. Barkley finally with the chance to set his feet and, kind of neglect some of that pressure that the Spartans have been putting on him. Was able to set his feet, deliver a nice ball downfield to hits for the first down. And here we go. The Cyclones, they're knocking on the door, looking to score the first touchdown here of the half for them.
Absolutely. So Barkley in the I formation. He's going to hand it off to Laughlin. No, he will actually keep it himself and is going to be taken down. That is a pair of Ridgewood Spartans, and you guessed it, Lucas Harrell was one of them. He will get credit for that quarterback pressure and sack. So Lucas Harrell picks up another one. So Barkley just kind of ran out of options there. Lucas Harrell found him yet again. So.
And again, these Spartans have been in the backfield every time here tonight on defense. I mean, the offensive line has got to put something together, got to close these gaps and stop them from getting to their quarterback.
Absolutely. I formation, going to hand off to Laughlin. Laughlin up the middle is going to be stopped. He is stopped by, look like number 16. That was Caden Larson, the senior. He was all over that play. Had his hands out and made a nice defensive stop for the Ridgewood Spartans, and that'll bring up third down and long. So third and long here for the Cyclones. Converted on the fourth down on the last time. So we'll see what West Prairie wants to do here. Catch the center. Rest of the Cyclones in the huddle. As the rest of the linemen and guards line up, Barkley. He's got one man in the backfield and whistles blow. And that is going to be a delay game on West Prairie. So that's going to push them back 5 yards. So.
And the long first down just gets longer for him. Hate to see that there.
Absolutely, getting penalized, especially when you're kind of knocking on the door here and down by, a fairly large number. Those are points you need to hurry up and capitalize on. So Barkley is going to look. He's going to go downfield, and it's picked off. That is number 35. Hang on, there's not a 35. How about Roy Sandberg, the sophomore, able to get that interception? That is Barkley's third pick of the night. So Ashton Barkley has thrown his third interception of the night. Just under pressure again by that offensive line just collapsing and not having his options available.
And, of course, all interceptions hurt you, but that one really stings if you're the Cyclones. I mean, again, you were on the door looking to punch it in for the touchdown after they had the big completion to hits there. But, again, they just kept getting pushed back, and then that's going to get capped off with the third interception tonight from Barkley. And, again, now you got to step up and play some defense. We'll see the run here up the middle. That's number 34.
Gavin Franks, the freshman, picks up his first touch of the night and picks up a pretty sizable gain. I don't know. That might be enough for a first down, John. I'm not sure. We'll see what they give him. I think it'll be a little short, a couple of yards short. Yep, it'll bring up second down. So second down and short for the Spartans, not the Cyclones. Second and short. Couture is going to hand it off to 83 on the run. He's going to do a couple spin moves. Carter hits. There's a couple Cyclones able to get him down. That's Ray Herring, the senior. Gets a nice rush there.
Herring's first carry of the game. Spartans looking to kind of cycle in some more rushers, maybe giving McDonough and Sandberg a little bit of a break here as they're sitting on a pretty comfortable lead. And that'll bring up the end of the third quarter. Your score is 44-15 in favor of the Ridgewood Spartans. Again, you're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MTH. We'll be back to you after this short break.
Welcome back to West Prairie High School. Presented TSSR Game Time Live, which is brought to you by MDH. It is a 44-15 Spartan lead tonight. The Spartans of Ridgewood, not of Bushnell-Prairie City. I bet that's a snoozer to call. A couple Spartans playing. Don't know if they play this year or not. That's a Dwayne question.
Well, that'd be all right, because then if you say Spartans, you're right 100% of the time.
Exactly,
It
that's
doesn't
right.
matter.
That's a game I need to call right there.
It's just like last night, their volleyball game, they had like 5 Andersons, couple like Flynn's.
It's one of them. It's got to be one of them.
If you say Anderson, you were right about half the time.
There is 34 for the Spartans. That is Gavin Franks, the freshman on the rush there. Picks up a few. Looks like about 3 on the game there from Gavin Franks. Frank's a freshman, standing at 5'9", getting his first couple carries here early, or here late in the game, as I should say. Couture under center. Is going to hand off this time. It's going to be back to the ground with Ryan Francis, the sophomore, and he has looked sharp tonight. Been kind of involved in a little bit of everything, and Francis is going to pick up about 5, maybe 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards actually, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And again, it's getting pretty late here in the game if you're a Cyclones fan. I mean, a big stop here could start to build the momentum, maybe start to chip into this lead. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of time left, so they're definitely going to have to move if they are able to get the ball back. But, of course, it starts on the defensive end. Got to come up with a stop here.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 5, so need a stop here. And there they go right back up the middle, and that is 34. Gavin Franks, the freshman, getting a lot of carries here as of late. He will pick up a 1st down for the Ridgewood Spartans. So that is a 1st down. Gavin Franks has kind of taken the reins here of the rushing side of things for the Ridgewood Spartans. And it'll bring up 1st down. So they've entered into Cyclone territory. And this, with such a good rushing team, you kind of look, the offensive line must be able to hold their own, when you've got a good line that's able to just push guys around and make those holes. And there goes number 83, Ray Herring, and Herring is going to be stopped about the 12, 13-yard line. So big run for Ray Herring, the senior, standing at 5'9". He breaks off a big run, and it's a Spartan 1st down.
Again, that was Barkley back there playing a little free safety, able to save the touchdown. It looked like Herring was going to go for a second, but a nice tackle back there. And here we go, the crowd trying to get their Cyclones going, telling them to hit somebody. That could be huge, maybe a big hit, force a fumble, pick up the ball, It's hard telling what can happen in these games. Of course, anything can happen. The Spartans will line up now. Be Couture under center, and he'll snap it. Handoff up the middle, didn't quite catch the number. We'll see when he gets up. Looks like 34. That's going to be
Gavin Franks.
Again, the freshman. Getting a lot of touches here.
Yeah, a lot of touches here. If you've got Gavin Franks in fantasy football, this is what you like to see. Just kidding. There's no high school fantasy football.
That would be something.
That would be something. That would be something. If I want Gavin McDonough on my
absolutely. He's been so good here tonight.
Team. He looks like he's taking a break tonight, and they've kind of given it to some younger guys. Gavin Franks, Ray Herring as well. He's a senior, but getting some other guys in there is a mix, and they're going to go to the ground again. Shocker, they've only been to the air twice, and that is going to be number 40 on the carry. How about Wes Sandberg? I'm assuming maybe the brother of Roy Sandberg.
That's what I would guess. Again, Wes Sandberg, the freshman, able to come into this game late, get a few touches.
Kids of maybe Ryan Sandberg? Probably not.
I find that very
probably
unlikely.
Not. maybe grandkids of Ryan Sandberg. It is spelled the same. There's probably a lot more Sandbergs out there.
I would assume so. Here we go.
We got a flag down.
So that looked like a sneak up the middle for Gavin Verhickey. His first touch of the game. Again, these Spartans starting to cycle players in and out.
He's a junior, standing at 5'10", backup quarterback, able to get a little bit of a QB sneak there for Gavin Verhecke. So illegal block for the Spartans, so Cyclones catch a little bit of a break there. That will push the Spartans back to the 15-yard line. 3rd down and long.
Spartans will come back up to the line for Hickey under center. He'll take the snap, look to hand it off to number 83. That's going to be Ryan Herring running to the outside. I think they're gonna call him a little bit short. Almost had the first down for Herring.
Pretty close. We'll see what they want to do.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark him short, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Way short.
Yep.
It's hard to tell from up here, kind of going
yeah,
at that angle.
Yeah, kind of got that diagonal look. If you're sitting up here, we're sitting up here on the east side of the press box. Or the crow's nest, or whatever you want to call it. Fans getting loud here at West Prairie High School. Be 4th down. Can the Cyclones get a stop here? And there, they do get a stop. Carter hits, and looked like that was Carter hits and Bryson Denny in the backfield, able to get to the backup quarterback in Gavin Verhecke in the backfield. So it will be a loss, and it will be a turnover on downs. So Cyclones gets a little bit of a break there. Maybe not necessarily in the field position, but able to get the ball back.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this game's starting to tick down. It's looking more and more unlikely that the Cyclones are going to be able to come back for this one. But of course, anything can happen. It's always nice to, kind of be in these sort of games where you can kind of get some new players involved. We'll see the run to Laughlin here. He's going to be hit. Looks like maybe he picked up maybe 1 or 2 on the play. But even though this game is starting to get a little out of reach, of course, you never want to give up.
That's right.
You always got to press forward to the end, and, that shows a lot of character and a lot of heart, and it's stuff like that that builds towards future seasons when you can get these younger guys in here and maybe even some of these older guys in here. When you're getting your butt beat, I mean, one of the biggest things in football is being able to get back up, get back into the game.
That's right.
So
That's right.
A tough lesson here tonight for the Cyclones, but they're still looking to fight.
Owen Rigg on the ground. Picks up maybe a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down. And like you said, John, just getting some new faces in there, maybe getting some guys that don't see as much varsity time, whether that be for the Cyclones or the Spartans, it's getting them exposed to this atmosphere playing and some varsity football, playing against some big guys, some tough guys. And like you said, it's a game about continually trying, getting back up. And, maybe you get laid out one time, but turning around and getting right back up again. So if you're any of these Ridgewood or Cyclones listening here tonight, it's a great thing to get that experience young as you are continuing on in your high school careers. I know just to get that experience and to continue growing as a program going forward.
We saw the outside flip play to, I believe that was Owen Rigg again on the outside. Was able to pick up a little bit, but again, the Cyclones going to come up with the 4th down and about 5. We'll see if they're able to convert this one. Again, you got 5 minutes and about 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. So the Spartans hold a big lead. Barkley's back to throw. He throws it over the top to number 23. That's Owen Rigg. Did he come down with it?
No, I do not believe so. The ball was a little to the left of Rigg. So that turns the ball over on downs, and that's definitely not what you're looking for if you're West Prairie, because that is going to give Ridgewood some good field position here, as they'll be in the Cyclone territory here late. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the ball game. (44-15) your score. Now the backup quarterback, Gavin Verhecke, the junior, standing at 5'10", has checked in to see to be the QB1 for now. And they're going to do, oh, the ball comes loose. And do the Cyclones have it? They do.
And there you go. Cyclones with a big stop on the fumble recovery. I think that was number 11, and on the recovery, that's Denver Mitchell.
Able to get the fumble recovery there, so maybe getting a little bit of life back. Now the Cyclones can try and come up with something here and put together an offensive series to just, get that energy and that spirit going.
Yeah, and again, the Cyclones really haven't been able to put much in terms of drives down the field, so it would be big here for them, I think, for the morale of this team if they are able to do that and finally break through. We'll see if they're able to do that. Again, this game is looking pretty out of reach for them, but
absolutely. It's down by 29 here late. There's a pretty big stop by the Spartan defense, able to kind of step up and really kind of take role there. So with that, a pretty big stop by the Spartans.
And again, that Spartans defensive line has just looked so impressive here tonight.
Absolutely.
The Cyclones weren't able to get even one step without being faced right with one of those Spartan players in the backfield. And when you got a defensive line that's willing to work for you and do that kind of stuff up front, it's always a recipe for success.
Akers is taken down. That's number 16, I do believe. Caden Larson, the senior, able to really kind of break there and able to get to Aiden Akers on that one. He was taken down far back, so he will be even more of a loss. Now it's 3rd down and 20. So, getting the fumble recovery and, maybe getting a little bit of life back. Now you're looking at a really 3rd and long here. So, see what Barkley and the Cyclones decide to do. 3rd and long.
Barkley with the deep ball downfield. That one looks like it's going to be caught. Nice reception there. Nice throw from Barkley with his feet set. That looked like number 44, Carter Hitz. We've seen him come down with a couple balls here tonight on the nice pass from Barkley. That's going to be about 40-yard pass maybe, about 30 to 40-yard pass from Barkley in the backfield. Nice throw there.
Yep, Barkley has found Hitz a couple times deep. And that connection has seemed to work tonight. He's had him for, I think, two pretty big receptions. So nice to see that connection still working for Barkley and Hitz. So, maybe a little bit of a safety blanket there. Kitch to center. They go pistol formation. Barkley under center. Gets the snap from Kitch. He's going to fake a handoff, roll out to his left. Going to throw downfield for Carter Hitz, who cannot bring it in. Cannot bring it in. Carter Hitz nearly had it.
Again, would have been a nice reception there from Hitz. Barkley, and a good throw on the run, but just a little bit out of reach from Hitz. Again, these Cyclones starting to get the passing game working a little bit. Hitz was wide open there. Again, just couldn't come down with it.
Yep, just in and out of the hands of Hitz. So, not a bad pass from Barkley, just right out of the wickets of Hitz. They go pistol formation again. Barkley going to roll out again. Takes a stop. Gets blocked by his own offensive lineman and is taken down. And that is number 6. Brandon Stromquist, the senior.
Barkley had a nice juke move there on the first defensive lineman, but like you said, just kind of ran into the back of the blocker there. Kind of slowed him up a little bit, and then Stromquist was able to get in for the sack and a large loss of yardage there.
Yep, definitely not what you're looking for if you're West Prairie yet again, and still down pretty late here. Closing in on 2:40 to go, so 2-minute warning will be here soon. We're going to go right up the middle. That is going to be number 14 of the Cyclones, Mr. Aiden Horn, on the rush. Tonight's game has been brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Barkley looking downfield, going very deep for Mitchell, who's got it. He has got it. And he is going to go down at about the 20-yard line. Move those chains. Ashton Barkley to Denver Mitchell on the nice throw. You know, that's a pretty hefty throw for Barkley there. That's pretty far downfield, able to withstand the pressure that the defensive line of the Spartans have brought. So very nice pass from Barkley to Mitchell. Mitchell, good job to be able to get off the defender and able to come back, get that pass, and make a really nice completion.
And again, the Cyclones waking up here late in this fourth quarter. I mean, they're playing from behind, but nice showing here in the final minutes of this game. And Barkley back again for the pass. He's getting rushed. He'll throw a little stiff arm out, but eventually go down. That's number 66 in on the sack. That would be Jack Jewett.
Jack Jewett gets his first sack of the night. Crowd yelling at the offensive line to do their job, to block. I'm assuming Ashton Barkley thinking the same thing.
Down to just over a minute left here in this game. Again, the Cyclones starting to threaten a little touchdown opportunity.
Pistol formation, going to do a shovel pass out to 25. That is going to be Mr. Aiden Akers, who maybe gets back to the line. About 40 seconds left in this ball game. Ben Wren is checked out of the ball game. Ben Wren, a very well-known senior here at West Prairie High School. Ashton Barkley gets his play from McCormick. About 30 seconds to go. So they will see. Maybe they can snap off a touchdown here to end this ball game. Get you a little bit of momentum going into the weekend. They go pistol formation. Barkley gets the snap, looks to his right, steps up in the pocket, gonna throw downfield, and nearly picked off by number 42, Sean Watt, the sophomore, standing at 5'8". Sean Watt just not able to go ahead and grab that, and it will bring up 4th down. So for West Prairie, you got to go for it here, right?
Yeah, you either go for it or just kneel it. I mean, again, there's 12 seconds left in the contest. The clock's not running. I mean, of course, I think the West Prairie fans would kind of blow up here if the Cyclones were able to get a touchdown. But
absolutely, you know, I mean, it
looks like they're going to line up and run a play, though, so we'll see what happens here.
Pistol formation. Again, they're going to go handoff to Aiden Akers up the middle, and he will maybe pick up 2 yards, and that is going to do it. So the final score tonight here from maybe not. We have a timeout. Turnover on downs. 5 seconds to go. So maybe not the end of the ball game quite yet. Didn't know if
pretty much the end of the ball game.
Yep,
I think the clock stops on those 4th down turnovers. So expect the Spartans to come out here in victory formation. If they do anything else, I think there's going to be a lot of upset Cyclones fans in the stands.
Up by 29. So assuming your final score tonight is going to be 44-15, the Ridgewood Spartans able to come here, take care of business here at West Prairie on homecoming night. Not the night you want to lose, but, you know, looked really promising early. And, yep, they will go ahead and just kneel, and that will do it. So Ridgewood comes to West Prairie and wins 44-15 is your final score from West Prairie. John, your thoughts on tonight's game?
I mean, it was really just a beat down here from the Spartans and all assets of the game. Of course, the running game, I mean, they were able to get it going early. And the Cyclones, I mean, they were just kind of able to tire them out, man. McDonough had a lot of huge rushes. I mean, he was just able to put his head down, go straight through the defense. Sandberg got into the action. We saw Franks in the 4th quarter. Another Sandberg, Wes Sandberg, got a few touches here and there. And then, I mean, the defense, the offensive line for the Cyclones just not up to par tonight, just not able to handle. Lucas Harrell had, I think I got him down for 5 sacks now, picked up a couple there in the second half. He was very impressive and, of course, had a lot of pressures here tonight on Ashton Barkley. I mean, we saw the Cyclones get going there a little later in the game. You saw some nice things, a couple nice throws from Barkley to Hitz, Barkley to Mitchell. So, I mean, those are things that you can build on. Again, this is a tough one to lose here on homecoming night, but I would fully expect this Cyclones team to bounce back next week.
Absolutely, John. That was a great word there. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back in just a second after to run a couple ads and get everything set up and ready to go.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back to West Prairie High School here tonight. Final score, Ridgewood 44, West Prairie 15. So Ridgewood just able to control all sorts of offense on the ball, especially on the rushing side of things. You know, only 2 pass attempts. So in that aspect, you know, being able to still win by 29 and put up 44, simply rushing the ball is incredible. So tonight, you know, Ridgewood just came ready to play, especially, you know, a tough night to lose, especially on your homecoming night. But I know the Cyclones will be ready to go after that. So for John and I, you know, thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest here tonight. Thank you very much for listening. And like I said, just thank you for listening. Tonight's game is presented by MDH. And so your final score, Ridgewood 44, West Prairie 15. Thank you and good night.